Hello, this is Deborah with Black Education TV. Now, many of you have probably been following the Waffle House incident that took place in Tennessee. That's probably about two and a half hours away from us, and it's a very sad and unfortunate incident. We have faces to the victims now. There are faces. We can't say for sure if this was racially motivated, but one thing we know for sure is that this person, he came from another state. Okay, he wanted to commit a crime. He came from another state, and he did his dirt. At one time, his guns were taken away from him, and his own father decided that he would get them back and give them right back to him. So apparently he felt like his son's rights were being violated for the guns to be taken away and him to get them back and give them right back to him. He had already proven that he was unstable and that he shouldn't have these guns in his hands. But as you see, others had to pay with their lives because of the father of this young man, who decided that he wanted his son to have these guns. He took the lives of innocent people. And now that we have faces, you just have to wonder. He goes in and he just opens fire. I'm pretty sure he looked around the room. This is a high power weapon, so he already knew he was going to take some people out. Listen, family. This was an incident that we can definitely say was, kind of strange. It was in the wee hours of the morning. You see, there's an old song that says the freaks come out at night. Okay? Freaks, criminals, it doesn't matter. A lot of things are done under the cover of night. I mean, there are things that take place in the daytime too, but under the cover of night, people do a lot of things. And this criminal, he took the lives of these people so very late, or should I say early in the morning, late at night. For the families of these people who lost their lives, it is truly, I'm pretty sure it's pretty heavy on their hearts right now to lose their families in such a way. We hear of these incidents all the time, but when you have a suspicion that someone could have been racially motivated, and it's only a suspicion, family, in the present environment of this country, we can't help but to go there with our wondering. We can't help but to go there because this environment in this country is so racially charged that you have to ask, when he opened fire, what direction did he point in as he looked around this place? I know that there are victims of other races as well. And it's sad for all of those involved. And I know there's already probably conspiracy theories swarming. We do know that some things are false flags, but some things aren't, family. Some things are what they are. And they're making it to the point where you can hardly tell what's real and what's not. I remember some time ago, some people shared some type of software that they have where they can emulate voices and make movements with your mouth. And recently someone shared a similar thing again. A couple of people have shared it on Facebook and also on one of our groups on Google, where they did someone faking words of Obama. This software has been around for a while, but they're making it so you can't hardly tell what's real and what's not, unless you're really looking very closely. If you look very close, you can tell that there was something going on with the video clip, but at the same time, using the voice. There are softwares that can do all kinds of things, and it's just crazy. So with all of this technology, it's just getting out of control. You don't know what's real and what's not. But like I said, all of these false flag incidents are confusing people to where you don't know what's real news and what's fake news. But some things are real. Some of these shootings are real. So it just leaves you to wonder, what do you do? Do you stay home? I remember the Winans wrote a song years ago, many years ago. They talked about, should I just stay at home with my windows and doors shut tight? Now, I'm not suggesting that anyone does this. I'm just bringing up a song. How way back then in the 80s or 90s, you had a singer talking about, is this what I need to do? Is this how things have come? Is this what it's come down to? That I stay at home in my room with my windows and doors shut tight because the world has gone mad? When you see, for me, when I see these kinds of incidents, it just really bothers me. It really hurts to see these things taking place. Now, it's really truly sad, family. Now, I know that there were other people there, but when I see the bright young African Americans that were shot in this, it makes you wonder. You really have to wonder about this man who did this shooting. Did he target this location because he knew people of color would be there? And I don't care what anyone has to say. From time to time, I get a swarm of racists who come on my videos talking trash, but you don't live our reality. You don't live our reality. To the hero that took the gun away from him. I mean, even with that, I saw something. You know, there was a commenter who was congratulating him for taking the gunman down. And they had to weigh in on that. The important part was that he got the gun from the man and he went and it caused him to flee. Hats off to my hero brother. My hat goes off to you, brother. But even with that, someone negative had to say something about that. Of course, it was a racist. It's like you can do nothing right in this country in their eyes. And I know that not every white person is racist, but I'm talking to those of you who are, and those of you who are complicit. You sit back quietly and you make excuses, and you always want to say that we're playing the race card. No, the race card is played each and every time something happens to people of color simply because they're black. That's the race card. Us pointing out a history of violence against our people, you just don't want to hear it. That's your problem. You're going to have to deal with that. When you face the Most High Yah, you're going to have to deal with that. You call him God. But don't think for 1 minute that this stuff is escaping his eyes. He sees, he knows, and he understands. And he's going to deal with each and every last wicked person on this planet, whether you're black or white. So if you want to know about the day of reckoning, look in the mirror. If you got this wickedness in your heart, you reprobate and you just can't see right from wrong, just wait for it. The one who you praise and worship is God. He's coming for you. Okay? He's coming for you. We see these events escalating, and all we can do is pray, family. These people are carrying out what the Bible prophesied would happen. It already told us that they would hate us, and that they would do these things to us, and that they would forward the affliction. This was already told, so we already know. So what we must do, family, in the wake of all of these incidents, thank you to all of you who sent me the story about the Waffle House incident. Several people have sent this to me, and one brother in particular, Brother Walker, thank you so very much. We got your message this morning. No, you are not bothering us with sending us these stories. We can't cover all of them, but keep on sending them, because when we can cover them, we will. Thank you, Brother Walker. We really appreciate the service that you do as well. To all of you who share stories with us, we really appreciate it, because, and those of you who encourage us, we thank you so much for that, because I got the message from one person who said, we know that that it is sometimes difficult for us, because a lot of people actually shut this stuff off. I know people personally who don't even want to watch the news. They don't want to deal with it. And I understand if that's the road that they choose to take. I understand it. I can't condemn them for that. But because of what the Most High has for us to do, the mandate that he has placed on us, on my husband and myself, on our family, the commission, the work that he has for us to do, we have to look at these things. We have to know and understand what has taken place, because we want to inform our people. Some want to know, but they don't know how to find these things, and they don't really go looking for it, but because they subscribe to our channels, they will hear about it. And I just want to say to my family, be safe, be prayerful, be careful. When you're out here in the world, no man knows the day nor the hour when some lunatic is going to strike. The Bible says that the enemy goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And so a lot of people just imagine Satan just going through. He actually uses people. There's a manhunt going on for this gunman right now. There's a manhunt, right? They go about like roaring lions, seeking whom they may devour. So keep your head up, family. Keep your eyes open and stay on those knees. Prostrate, however you want to do it. Laying up on your bed, sitting in your chair, driving in your car. Stay prayerful, family. We love you. And with that, I will say shalom.